watching. You can still tap to give hearts for the first 24 hours and share it out. If you come and get me on Catch, thanks for finding me. Hey! Woo! That was some loud music. Thanks for joining in, you guys. I'm like all bouncy and crooked because I need to set up my tripod and, you know, do all that stuff. I'll flip it around. Happy New Year. We're going to have to play with some lighting here. Hello. I know, fancy meeting me here, right? Stacy and I did good. We did not overlap each other. I saw her come up and I was like, oh, I'm waiting. It's called mutual respect, right? Hey, Jer, how are you? I had so much fun watching you last night. All right, guys, is this lighting okay? Because it is really sunny here. See, I have to block. Oh, good. Well, don't forget to box me because I need to tell you something, Lisa. So, all right, I'm going to try to block the sun. Apologize. We may have to move around. Oh, see, even Jason's saying hi to you, Jer. Hello, Happy New Year. Hello, everybody. All right, let's pause the music. How's everybody? How was your New Year? Hey, Tracy. Well, I'm glad you're catching me live now. So, good morning. All right, is the lighting okay, you guys? Vox is an app that you use and you can communicate kind of like a walkie-talkie. There are several of us that use it so that we can work in sync with each other. Well, welcome to my scope. Thank you. Well, the young ones are napping. So it's just an app. You can use it to communicate. It's, you know, you can chat or you can leave text messages. Did you rebrand on here? I did when I first started off. I changed it all over, so I can help. I'll help you, Stacy. So it's just an app that we use, and a lot of us use it. Yeah, too lazy to type. Sometimes it's easier to talk. You just can leave the message. They can respond to you instantly and listen to you instantly, or when they get an opportunity. So you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm excited for what's coming up. So anyway, so yeah, we use it quite a bit to kind of get business done and get stuff communicated. So it's really useful. So you guys ready to get busy? Who did their assignments? Come on, let's be honest. Put your hand up. Who did your assignment? Who did your assignment? I'm going to just block some people. Good, good. I did it. And I'll be honest, I was a few minutes late getting up. But it was still about like 8:20, so I still did it. Well, you can still catch up. This is not a like strenuous thing. We're just kind of doing it together. Don't feel bad. This is not about giving ourselves a hard time. This is just about staying accountable to each other. And here is where you can say, I didn't do it. Like I copped out. I didn't do it. I was lazy, whatever it is, and nobody's going to judge you. We're just going to kind of go, come on, let's go. Can I give Pabs a big shout out? He's a big fan. Yeah, no. Yeah, you're not starting. I know why you're not. So, no, there is no time for guilt. So I'm really excited. I really spent some really good moments in the Word today and kind of went along with our assignment. Yeah, you guys can go shout someplace else. Thank you, honey. I got my coffee. So we are actually on day 3, putting the big rocks in first. So if you watch the 5-minute video, she shows, yeah, isn't it? It's just a fabulous mug. I wonder who designed that. It is Troll City. It's okay. Yeah, oh, Stacy, you had Jason rolling. He's like, bibs and muffins. That's hilarious. Yay, yay, Katrina. Okay, so you want to put your big rocks in first. Do you guys know what that meant? Did everybody catch on that? Yeah, you watched day 3 so we can implement it going into the next day. So that's how we're doing it. You watch your videos for the upcoming day, so because you're going to implement those in that current day, because we want to be moving forward, not catching up. And so that's how we're going to do it ahead of time. Okay, so We implemented day 2 today. On day 2, we are watching day 3 and implementing it into day 3. Yeah, I got quite a few wine rocks. I'll show you guys those. So you put your big rocks in first. And if everybody caught that scenario, when you lay down your larger rocks first, there's still room for all the pebbles, for the sand, and for the water to fill up your jar. And that's all the other stuff that clutters our day. So we want to, that's fine. Just listen. Bye. I love you too. I'll catch you in a little bit. So you want to think about your day. What are the things that are a must for you to get done? What are the things that help you? What are the things that help you feel like you've accomplished something in your day? Is it reading God's Word? Is it exercising? Is it spending, 20 minutes reading your favorite poetry? Is it painting a picture? Is it getting your dishes? Like, what are the things that help you, make you feel like your day has been an accomplishment? And those are your big rocks. Those are the things that you're going to make sure that you get done and prioritize, okay? So what are your important things? So we are supposed to list out our important things. I'm dropping my pen. Oh no. So that was one of the very first assignments. And one of the things I want you to do, time word, yeah, there you go. Think about is sometimes these change from month to month, not just the season you're in, but think about what season you're in. Do you have young babies? Is your job really consuming right now? Are you in a time where finances are tight? Our seasons of life change all the time, and that's okay. And we need to understand that in that, we're all going to be dealing and doing different things. So not one person's plan is going to look the same as somebody else's. So you kind of need to think about what is your season, and then build your plan based on your season, not based on your neighbors or the persons that you're, there's my son, the person that you're comparing to. Yeah, because it always changes. It always changes. I am not the same person at 39 years old that I was at 29. Life is completely different now. But in that, I still have the young kids. I have the older kids. And so life is completely, I'm doing multiple stages, but this is my season. So think about that. I had a couple things underlined. Yeah, praise God for change. Marriage, finances, raising babies, you're overwhelmed. Okay, those things are always going to be there. Okay, they are always going to be there, but how you deal with them and how you structure them will change. That's your season. Yeah, exactly. Teens and toddlers. Yep, I have teens and toddlers too. It's fun. If you guys looked at, and I'm trying to go through this really quickly because I have a few things I want to share with you. So in your day 3 project, she listed 4 different steps. And yeah, Stacey, I tell them all the time, I tell people that are following me, get out of your freaking comfort zone, because there is no growth in a comfort zone. It is the death of you. Don't stay there, because you will die. You're just going to die, slow death. So jump out of that comfort zone, do stuff that you're not used to, push yourself, and strive. Because comfort zones really, really are the work of the adversary. They really are. So we want to be comfortable, but we don't want to be stuck in it. All right. So step 1 was take a few minutes to determine what your non-negotiables. What is it that you are not willing to say, my day has to include these or it is not successful? What are those things? My non-negotiables are going to be time in God's Word. My other non-negotiable is going to be exercise, because I really want to get back on it. And my other non-negotiable for me during my day is a list. Yes. I want to take 15 minutes at some point in time in my day. It doesn't necessarily have to be in the morning. That's just about me, whether it's practicing my handwriting, whether it's working on a journal that I'm doing, like that is going to be my non-negotiable, because I work better and I'm a better mom and wife when I do that, when I give myself that. So those are going to be my 3. So decide what your 3 things on. If you're having problems, she gives you a couple pointers on how to determine what your non-negotiables are. And I love this. If you're married, ask your husband what are the 2 to 3 most important things for you to accomplish during the day. And you're going to be surprised at what he tells you. But here is what is even more important. When you do that and you seek him as your leader, you will be blessed just as much because he will realize that you're respecting him and what your roles are. And this is not to sound, 1920s, 1940s. You guys, this is just basic principle of how men and women work, whether you believe in God or not, okay? I don't care what your religious beliefs are. This is a basic principle about how our minds work. Men like to be in charge and they want to be respected. And as women, we are great followers. And the best way we can do that is to go to them and say, hey, honey, is there anything that really needs to get done today? Or, what blesses you when you come home? Yes, exactly. What blesses you when you come home and it's done? And let him tell you. And then you know what? Listen and do it. Don't just blow it off. Don't just, yeah, I bet you don't. We have a few things, and so I'm going to tell you like a little bit of us. Jason and I had sat down a long time ago and said, how do we want our family structure to work? What do we want it to look like? And in a sense, they are like little rules that we go through. And one of the things that he said, he goes, I want you to greet me when I come home from work. I don't care what's going on. I don't care what's going on with the children, the chaos of life. If you're carrying a load of laundry, greet me. I want to be greeted when I come home. And do you know how much that has helped? Because he gets home from work, I stop what I am doing. It doesn't matter what's going on. And I just stop for a moment and we kiss and we hug and we say hello. And it just starts our evening off so peaceful. And then we're like synced. It is so wonderful. And it is such a blessing for both of us. And in those moments when we I'm like picking up a child or I don't really meet him at the door, he comes to me. And so we just make sure that it happens. And do you know what, you guys? When I'm gone and I come home, he greets me at the door. And it's just as a big of a blessing for me. It does. It makes a huge difference. Some of the other things that we did were, we sit down, we have a family dinner. There is no TV, there is no phones. We all sit down together. That was a big, huge one for him and I because we missed that out of our lives and we wanted that back in from what happened in our previous past. Like those were the things that we wanted. So you'll be surprised when you ask your husbands or your significant other, what's important to you? What do you want done on a daily basis? I can tell you what Jason's are. I know, he wants the kids to be happy. He wants laundry to be kept up on, and he wants a home cooked meal for dinner. Like those are simple. And because we keep the house picked up, so he doesn't have to tell me to do that because we already do it. And then go back and every once in a while re-ask, like, okay, so you're doing the things that he wants you to do. Is there something else that he wants it changed up, or do you want to add something in? And you'll be really surprised in how easily it is to get a handle on things when you just take it step by step, but where you're working together as a team. So I just want you to encourage that. So I love that she put that in there because it really, really does work. And then step 4, they do get lost a lot of the times. And we're not building this perfect world, you guys. We're building a manageable life that we can live in and we can maintain. That's the point. If you can't maintain it, then don't live in it because it's going to be too hard for you. I'm sorry about the sun, you guys. My house has too many freaking windows. Yes, Lisa. Most of the time they don't want us to do more. They just want us to concentrate on a few things. They're like, if you could just have the bed made, that would be great. Iced tea. Yep, that would be one of Jason's. If the tea is not made, please make him iced tea so that it's ready when he gets home. That's simple. I mean, and he tells me, like, I know. He puts the pitcher on the counter so that I know that it's, empty or it's done. That's working together. So, all right. And then if you don't, what's something that you're longing for to add into your schedule? Sorry, my nose is like, I need to sneeze. So that was number 4. So simple. Like, this is a really good assignment, you guys. I think you're going to find out and learn a lot about more reading. Yeah, I would like to get more reading into. I need to think about adding that one because I didn't think about it, because I do want my time. I think that my time, me time, mom time, that's important as mothers, that we need to really take a moment to just have a few moments of just quiet time, something for us. It really re-energizes us as mothers and wives and as individuals. And I can't express how important it is. Even God talked about it in the Bible, of just having that quiet, secluded time. Good, good. I'm glad. If this generates any conversations between you and your husband and it is profitable, I am excited about it. So for those of you who want to stick around, I was doing a little biblical research today. I wanted to share it with you because that is one of my goals this year, is as I'm studying the Word and researching, I want to share it with others. Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for joining, Stacy. So in the past, there's been years where I didn't pick out a word. I didn't jump on board with all that stuff. And this year I was like, am I going to do it? Am I not going to do it? And so what I decided was I was just going to keep reading the Bible. And if something stuck out to me, then I was going to figure out why it was sticking out to me. And the other day I was reading just a few passages, and I caught Matthew 6:33, which used to be one of my memories as a child. And it says, "But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you." And so when I read it, I was like, seek. That is such a cool word. But I wanted to know why. Like, why is it sticking to me? So I went and looked up in the Strong Concordance. Yeah, I'm not sure that I'm going to do it for the whole entire year, but right now, this is my word. Right now is seek. And I'm going to tell you why it is. In the Strong's Concordance, seek is actually the word, I probably will mess up on the translation of how to pronounce it. It is deseo, which means to search for, desire, inquire, sought, or keep trying to obtain. And some of the definitions are to seek in order to find, to seek in order to find out by thinking, meditating, reasoning, or to inquire into, or to seek after, seek for, or aim at and strive. Bye. Thanks for joining in, Ashley. And so I was like, okay, that is really where I'm at. I am seeking in a lot of different categories of my life. I'm really striving and I'm pushing forward on things that I wanted all of my adult life, and I either had the gumption and I was ready to do it and I didn't have the support behind me, or it just wasn't the right timing. There was a lot of different reasons. A lot of it had to do with the support that I had at home, just going to be honest. And so I have that now, and so I am gung-ho. Like, there is nothing that is going to stop me in the things that I want to do. And this word seek, which is really cool, it's used again in Hebrews 11:6. And that verse says, "But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him." Okay, so if you go back to the Strong Concordance, the actual seek is diligently seek him. That's one whole word, and it's I seek out after, or require. Yes, we are definitely here to support you. And it's emphasizing the personal intent of the seeker, because we're being diligent at it. This seeking is only as valuable or viable as the motive which drives it. And so as we're seeking, we have to really think about what is the motive, what's the personal intent behind it, that we're going after something. What is moving you? What is calling you to do it? That is what type of seeking you're doing. So to end it, here's another one, because this really went with making over your mornings, and we talked about what are our big rocks and what we want to put first and what our priorities are. In Proverbs 16:3 it says, "Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established." You're making cornbread. You're funny. So really cool because it kind of goes into planning, because that word thoughts is actually kashaba, which means to think or to account. And those interpreted in American language and other languages are designs, devised, intentions, plan, plot, purposes, and thoughts. So if we read it and put that back in there, it says, commit thy works, or their actions, the things that you do, unto the Lord, and thy thoughts, or thy plans, your actions, your purposes shall be established. So we are actually doing that as we're making over our mornings. We're committing our actions onto a certain plan, and in that we were going to be blessed and they're going to be established because we're making that plan. So for those of you who think planning is just ridiculous, even God tells us to do it. So that's kind of today's recap. We are moving on to implementing day 3 today. We want to implement it going into that, and then tomorrow we'll watch day 4 and we'll talk about it. So, all right, now it's time for a Q&A, and what are you guys struggling with? How are things? Stickers might win you over. I will win you over with my stickers. They are like butter and velvet mixed together. So, and I have special stickers for you, Stacy. I know you've seen a picture of them. Yay! I know I have a whole stack that I need to ship. Post office is closed today, so they're going out in the mail tomorrow, but they're all shipping today. Oh yeah, okay, good. I need to get you on Voxer, because I was going to do that the other day, but I forgot. Yay! Yeah, I actually have a new release coming out. I took some pictures, so I'm hoping to get them up. Even though I'm not finished with the whole entire pack, I want you guys to be able to see them. Yeah, you should. I do, but they're not going to be your cliche Valentine's look. I'm really going to do, I like Victorian romance and that look, and so, okay, cool. So I love Victorian romance and more of the marriage and coming together, and so I'm going to do that look for my Valentine's. My shop is on Etsy. It's called Chaotic Blessing. It's Chaotic Blessing, all one word. Well, so wake up with him in the morning. There's ways and times you can connect. If he has a lunch break, then make it a point that you're available so that he can call you during his lunch break and he can just say hi and connect. I was trying to use that as an example of things that we've established in our life that I know that blesses him, and it's easy for me to do, and it shows my love and respect towards him. And I wouldn't have known that had I not asked and had we not talked about it. And so many times we assume that we know what they want, or they assume that they know what we want. Yeah, everybody's circumstances are different. The point is that we're talking and we're asking what's important to each other. That was my point of the story, is that we need to know what's important. What are their priorities? Because our priorities and their priorities need to match up. They're not always going to be identical, but they need to match up. If that day some bills need to be like hand delivered, and if he doesn't tell me, then how do I know that's a priority for him? But if he tells me, then that becomes, we are on day 2, hang on, you got me confused. Yeah, exactly. We are on day 2, we are studying day 3 right now, talking about it. But if he doesn't tell me, then how do I know that that needs to become a priority of my day? Do you see what guys I'm saying? It takes communication. You cannot assume what each other needs without talking about it. And you need to make it work for you. There are no 2 relationships. There are no 2 friendships. There are no 2 ways to mother. There's nothing that is identical. You need to do what works for you. And as long as it's based off of some type of principle, I would hope and believe that it was based off of God's principle. But whatever it is, yes, tomorrow we will actually talk about it. You got it. I think you got it right. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, you guys. I'm trying to keep up with all the comments and still address what we're talking about today. So. Yeah, that is true. He might be a little taken off guard because he might go, what is she doing? What's up her sleeve? What is she scheming? And then just have sex with him and he'll understand. And be like, oh, she's being sweet. You need, if you are trying to change things in your home, you need to make sure that you're changing things in your home and he's on board. And some of the things they might not be on board with right away. That doesn't mean that you can't do little things, because when they see, right, don't hide your intentions. When they see the results of it, they're going to go, oh, yeah, now I get what you're saying. Because we're very verbal, and we think, and we're emotional, and we're energetic. And guys sometimes need to actually physically see the hard surface of what happens. They need to see the children behaving better. They need to see the house being picked up, and it wasn't just one day. It was a repetitive pattern. They need to see it, because that's how their mind operates. Whereas we get all excited and emotional, we're gung-ho, let's go, 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 go. We're implementing, and they're like, what is she doing? But throughout a 7-day process, and they come home and they're like, she's chipper, the house is picked up, the kids are in a good mood, and when they're not, she still has things under control. He will start noticing those things. I promise you. Yes, exactly. Because we do have a lot of whims. Women, we do. We have whims, and, you know, nothing, they can't believe all those. The proof is in the pudding. They will notice eventually. Yeah, Jan, I was married to a military man for a while, so I know what you're talking about. It is a lot of baby steps, you guys. A lot. And some of these things that were, I want him to take it back. Yeah. You know what? He will bask in that. Men love to be in charge, and they can do a really good job about it. But sometimes it takes us women showing them and teaching them how to be loving in charge, not demanding in charge. Okay? There is a big difference about it. There's a huge difference in it. And so sometimes they need our hearts to show them how to do it. So it takes time. Just stay committed and working it out. You guys have been in my scopes before. I will never tell somebody to stay in something that is dangerous or not a good thing. So that is not what I'm saying. I'm saying stay committed to your process that you're doing. Yes. He didn't buy you a house. You got roots. You got to settle down, Janet. We know it's like a military. You never have roots. You never like feel settled or like home, because there's really no home, because you know you're going to be leaving pretty soon. It makes it hard. So anyways, yeah. All right. So you guys, I'm really excited. I am enjoying making over my mornings. It has been really cool. Yeah, congrats, Jan. That's awesome. That is awesome. 48 years is a long time. Most people make it to 2025, so that's awesome. Yeah, it is a great course, and I love that we're doing it together and making it our own. It's a great resource, and we can kind of just work it together. Yeah, finally having a home. Yeah, it is. This is my third home that I've owned. I've rented before, but this is my third home that I've owned, and this is the first one that has really, really felt like home. Like it's interesting. And the more that we do, and the more that we change things, and the more it's even becoming more so that, but that just comfort feeling of this is where I belong and this is where I was meant to be. It's interesting when that comes. So I never really thought I was going to have it. I moved around a lot as a child. My parents were ministers, and so we would have different assignments. So it's interesting. Yeah, I remember those years. Oh, well, you're fine, Lauren. You're fine. Yeah, I remember those years where I was like, okay, I'm going to do, all right, check in with me later. Box me. I'm getting off soon. Good. Good. All right, well, I have a lot to do, you guys. I have orders to fulfill, stickers to cut, big plans to be working on and new releases. So there's a lot on my plate today. And all in the meantime while Jason and the kids are cleaning up Christmas. So I'm excited because then I love the holidays and I love having it up, but I'm ready for it to go away. Yeah, I'm going to come on and announce the winners of the giveaway. I just want it to be separate than our accountability group. No, I haven't, but I'm going to. I actually have to go finish picking them out. I have to do random number generator because everybody's things were amazing, and I was never going to go and say, oh, I like hers, and I like hers. Like, no, random generator, here we come. So that is going to be up next, but I wanted to keep this separate. So, and I'm thinking about doing the announcement this afternoon, evening-ish time. I want to make sure that everybody's on and can hear it. So what do you guys think? I don't know. I know I need to do it this afternoon or evening. I don't know. We should set a time, right? Good. Go do it. Read through it. Make yourself a plan. And I love seeing, I've seen some of you guys' homework and it's really blessed me and it keeps me encouraged to keep going. So I love it. So we need to set a time that we're going to set. If I do, what is today? See, we're on vacation mode. What is today? Today's Friday, correct? Today's Friday? Yes. Oh, well, that's okay. I know. We get 5 winners. Yay. Congrats on the new job. You can post anywhere. If you post on Instagram, I just ask that you use the hashtags #MakeOverYourMornings and then hashtag MOYM in capital planning_101 so we can all track and do it along together. If you want to send me just a private message, I've had some people do that on Instagram. I've had some on Facebook, and I've even had some emails. So however you want to do it, if you don't want everybody knowing your business, you can just share it with me if you want. That's up to you. Well, good. I'm glad I could entertain you while you're making cornbread. I want some now. So, any way you want to. So I'm going to say we'll do it at 7 o'clock tonight. I'm going to announce the winners at 7 o'clock. I will post them on Instagram. Winners will be announced tonight at 7 o'clock. Because my girls will be taking a bath. There'll be a calmer time. And there won't be so much sun. The sun is like killing me. So, yeah. So 7 o'clock. All right. No, I'm Eastern time. I'm Eastern. What time zone are you in, Stacy? What? Central? I know you have to see. I was helping Shani make some pudding today. Yay, okay. So 7 o'clock. We'll do 7. Yeah, and then that gives me time to check in with Shani on her pumpkin pudding that she's making in the crock pot. I made her go buy a crock pot so I could teach her how to cook. And I had to figure out the easiest way, and I'm like, just start with crock pot because we can do everything with that. So I didn't want to really mess with the stove and the oven, and that's later on. So now I'm giving cooking lessons. So it's fun. Oh, good. Good. Oh, Stacy, I got information for you for her. So we do need to box because I need to get it to you. So I found out what we needed to know. So anyways, that's it, you guys. I'm going to head out, get some more work done. I've enjoyed being in here with you guys. Thanks for joining in and sticking around as long as you did. You guys have a great afternoon. God bless.